Civil society and human rights groups have petitioned the courts for urgent directions on a case challenging the new university funding model.
That's right. Now, they argue that the model is discriminatory and could prevent economically disadvantaged students from accessing higher education due to its discriminatory fund distribution criteria.
As Ben Kirui reports, the funding model has led to increased costs for various university programs as the government withdraws block capitation for students.
Thousands of learners are set to return to school on Tuesday this week for the crucial third term, amidst ongoing challenges in the education sector, including the controversial new education funding model. The new model has left the future of students planning to join universities in uncertainty. Human rights groups and civil societies who had moved to court to challenge the government over the unfair model are now urging the courts to provide urgent directions.
We have a case in court. If you really feel for those Kenyans, kindly look for a way to ensure that this case is heard and determined in the soonest time possible. You cannot be going out telling Kenyans you feel for them, but in real sense, our case is sitting in your courts without, if every time the case is coming for mention, we are being given an extension.
Led by Elimu Bora and Kenya Human Rights Commission, the lobby groups argue that the model will create unprecedented inequality in higher education institutions, potentially excluding economically disadvantaged students.
Students are set to return to school tomorrow, but there is no assurance that all will make it to class. The new education funding model has already locked thousands of learners out of quality education.
They contend that the government hastily introduced this model without consulting all relevant stakeholders. Unveiled in May last year, the new funding model has led to increase the cost for various university programs as the government withdrew block capitation for students. Student leaders have joined in piling the pressure on the government, urging the president to revert to the previous differentiated unit cost model.
Education is the biggest equalizer, and when the government tells us that this new funding model is student-based, why is it that students from private universities are not being given scholarships like the other students?
We need a proper banding system. We need an expedition of the appeal process. It takes 3 weeks, while in my own university, we have first years being admitted tomorrow. How will 3 weeks help them?
The new model categorizes students into 5 bands based on 8 variables, including parental background, gender, course type, marginalization, disability, family size, and composition. Ben Kirui, Citizen TV, Nairobi.